Nice work, Hope. Say how Mirror Iron Hope. Your creation with Mirror Iron has really helped you upgrade your skills, as provide you more means of controlling them as well. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess my Mirror Iron did help me. My powers. Don't get cocky until you have on your ability. Doesn't mean you're all powerful. All powerful. I was right. You gotta be ready for anything that comes your way. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. By the time I have to use my skills for sorry, I was able to help you guys during the secret invasion. Not the messy mess. But don't worry about it, Hope. We had every hero said us and every hero had those under control. Yeah, something to worry about. Besides, you'll have every other chance for you to shine and show the villains of this world what you're capable of. Capable of. Yes. Indeed, Miss Hope. Besides, according to Miss Brett, there's a planet scrolls running loose on the planet. This after the invasion, not to mention all the scrolls that all the script that President 42 during that mess set at the heroes. Enterprise there still see those scrolls. I thought we got with Norman Osborn's new tech. I thought we'd be able. I don't know by now. Well, from what Mr. Richard tells about these scrolls, they're quite one of the invasive, most tricky species in your universe. When both Mr. Fantastic and President Edward tells us about these aliens. They are quite invasive, indeed, as we have witnessed before. Not bad, Hope, but I think you do more than that. Are you sure you want me to go? I don't want to hurt you, Scott. This is training, Hope. I've always said this training. The purpose of these training is to prepare each member of this team for any possible threat. That means we can't afford to hold back. We hold back in our training. We gotta push each team around, each one of them push themselves to the limits. So we better do better in future battles to come. All right, you asked for it. Hope. Hope, are you okay? Well, it appears, I find your powers after all, my dear. Emma, not now. Are you okay? I'm fine. I thought I saw something. I think during that fight I had a vision. A vision? A vision, you say? Fascinating. What was it? I didn't see much. All I saw was an image of a woman wearing a red suit with gold coloring on it, with a symbol of a phoenix in the center of the suit. She was surrounded by fire. Her hair was wavy like it was something I've ever seen before. And the strange, it makes it even more strange. It's that I feel like I know this person. You don't never met her before. How have you had these visions before? No, this is the first time I had them. Hope you may be asking me very good on your top, but I still can tell if I don't need to read your mind to know that you're lying. Alright, fine. I had these visions during your island. Really? Moira McTaggart never mentioned any of these visions in her studies with you. That's because I didn't tell her. I hid it from her. Hope, the point of going to your island for treatment is to better, as well as working with Moira to help, so he can better help you prepare, have more grip on your powers. That's what Moira McTaggart's. That's what Moira Iron's meant to help me and steer your power. That requires you to be open with the doctors in your eyes, especially Moira McTaggart. Why didn't you tell her? You know you could trust her. I know it's that it's I don't know if I pardon me because it didn't seem like a big deal really. All I saw was only thing I see these visions is that phone I just told you right now. If I it would take me longer for more to be convinced that I belong. Because I want to be with you. I thought stuck in some hospital, what hospital? Emma, I think you should take hope. Okay, I can sign the manager. We have to get ready to see. Go head, head over to Ireland, to Scotland to see this new to see and pay homage to this new Asgard that he's building here on Earth. All right, come with me, my dear. We have much to get ready for. You guys still want me to go? Of course. Besides, well, I guess deserve to attend these galas every now and then. Yeah, then. Scott, I know what you're thinking. That woman that Hope described in her visions. Visions. She. The way she's right, of this woman, it seems like this woman that she sees very strong resemblance to Jean. I know, Hank. I know, Hank. But what does it mean? Jean has been gone for about a year and a half now, ever since the Phoenix incident. What does this mean? What's going on here? I have no idea, Scott. But perhaps it has something to do with genetics. Remember, Hope was created by Mr. Sinister using both yours and Jean Grey's DNA. Perhaps this allows Hope gives Hope some sort of psychic connection with the original Jean Grey. As of how this is even possible, considering that Jean's supposed to be dead, it's still a mystery to me. It's a mystery to me. I am a scientist after all, Scott, and the scientific verification on this very interesting matter is it defies all forms of logic. Then you're right, perhaps, Hank. But then again, perhaps this could be a sign. What do you mean? Perhaps Jean is still alive. Perhaps these visits that Hope is telling us that maybe Jean might be still alive somewhere. Scott, we've been over this. Jean's body disintegrated after the full force of the Shi'ar Empire might destroy Jean's body, releasing expelling the Phoenix Force out into the universe to who knows where, eliminating the threat once and for all. And ever since then, the scientists of the Shi'ar spent a lot of time trying to confirm whether the Phoenix has been destroyed or not. And in all their studies that they share with us, they informed us that the Phoenix is no more, and vice versa. It also means no more Jean Grey. I know, Hank, but Scott, listen, Scott. I know that Jean's death was hard for you. It took a while for you to move on from that, And I'm also that me and the other X-Men are proud of how far you've come. That they still remain strong despite the loss of Jean. We all know how much she meant to you, but we have to be honest with each other. Jean is gone, and we have to move on with that. You're right, Hank. So I'm leader of the X-Men. I am the full-fledged leader of the X-Men now, as well as the new dean of the Xavier Institute. I cannot afford for distracted. Now come, Hank. We have to get ready. We also get ready for attend this new Asgard celebration hosted by Thor. Indeed, I'll be very curious to see how the Asgard can pick off their old home. Test that. You truly are a marvelous tool, aren't you? If you back in my position, there's so many possibilities. I use it to leave this world and conquer any world I choose, or I can use this power to conquer what's left of Asgard on Earth. Or perhaps I wish to return this Tesseract to Thanos. After all, I did make contact with that mad Titan. That if I help him to Tesseract, that he would allow me to control the Earth. And since so much time has passed since my unfortunate failure leading his army to the Congo have failed, I only imagine how upset he is of me for not only losing the Tesseract, but also the Mind Stone that now lies within the Vision's course. Of course, perhaps I said, perhaps besides, for trust me now, and am I really ready now to betray Force trust me already? In order to perhaps, or solidify my trust into Force, the trust in me as well as what's what the Asgard. I said, give the Thanos in order to make sure he doesn't just protect what's left of my people. No, not necessarily, brother. For I was just, I testified again, brother. No need to hide. You know, I have learned. As I told you, I have learned to see it. Of course, according to you, I become quite predictable. Okay, what are you doing here, brother? It's just that I told you before. At some point, I did make a deal with the Mad Titan. I get a deal, and since I broke our contract, he will retaliate anger towards me and really anyone that fights besides me. Giving a Tesseract to him could be a way to restore feelings. That's not necessary, brother. According to my friends in the Guardians of the Galaxy, Thanos and his backdoor are all locked up in Nova Corps prison. And from what they could tell, his army is scattered. There's no need to fear for Thanos anymore, brother. He has been dealt with. Do we believe that, brother? From what I hear about this Thanos, he's not really one to admit defeat that easily or remain very long. Regardless, the Tesseract and might be an Asgard is saved. And we are on the verge of rebuilding Asgard on Midgard right now as we speak. Now, come, we must prepare for brother. Besides, the world needs to see that you are of course, brother. I do enjoy these. Indeed. Thanks for this ride if you want on your Avengers, Tony. Tony, the Batmobile is still needing repairs after receiving damage during the Skrull attack on the Baxter building. No problem, Mr. Fantastic. What are House for? House for? Rose, Under Marvel, how's the air going? Jeez, how's the air? Clear as can be, Tony. From what you tell, taking a headside view, that all really good so far, and we're approaching, and we're nearly approaching New Asgard as we speak. Good. Good. I'm curious to see how far and Asgard are doing rebuilding their home after. Some have too high, I think, Tony. And I don't face that New Asgard is not doing so well. We have to. Come on, Pepper. You know me better than that. Come on. Well, you know me better than that. It was really fascinating to see Asgard. Well, it's become Asgard. What Forrest told about Ragnarok, the end of days, and his prophecies, is that is that what has come by since then. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, well. I'll get told to what I said. That's what I have to offer. Won't be that good. Well, I'll see. Yeah, we don't. I'll be about that. I don't need to worry the season. Asgardian babes. Asgardian babes. Bite your tongue, Johnny. Remember, you have a girlfriend now. Crystal. By the way, where's Crystal and Lockjaw? Oh, yeah, Crystal and Lockjaw decided not to come. They're still, Crystal, well, why is that, Matchstick? Matchstick, because Crystal, ever since, it appears, according to Crystal, it appears that she's really starting to feel the loss, feel homesick ever since Crystal and Lockjaw made a conscious of leaving Atalan before it went galloping into space to be with me and Mr. Finn on Earth, she started to feel really homesick. I think so. She told me that she just needed to kind of, well, maybe try to find a place on Earth that reminds her of reminds her of Adelaide and stay there for a few hours, just to see if it would cure homesickness. It makes this makes sense. Well, I was wondering when she would start feeling. I'll be honest. I'll feel more concerned if she wasn't homesick, or it wasn't homesick. For what Crystal tells me, she has been her entire life. So of course it feel homesick. It's very natural for anyone who's been away from home so long. Yeah. If I was away from Factory, I would probably feel for a long time. I'd probably feel homesick too. I'll keep it together, Matstick. Crystal, she's a tough girl. She'll get over homesick. It's my job to make sure you don't lose your cool. What's that supposed to mean? What it means, Johnny, is that I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna keep reminding you that you have a good girlfriend, good thing with Crystal, and I'll make sure you don't bust up by getting flirty with anybody. Regarding women that us. Come on. What? It's what you want to think besides. Have you ever considered getting close with an Asgardian woman? Very straight. You need a tough woman to handle your, private parts of it. Don't go there, Johnny, or else alright, settle down, you two. Behold, a new Asgard. Believe that this is new Asgard. Pretty lame. What do you expect? Asgard. Let's see. Fancy. It's not really. I mean, really, yeah. But all I said about the C4. Fancy see you guys here, don't start. So this is new. Yeah, so this is new answer, huh? Kind of a downgrade from a fancy. I'm sure they. Hey, why you not, kid? It's better that's going off their home and a lot of their. I don't need to make other new surroundings. Well, if it isn't the Invincible Armored Iron Man, the head of a 50-state initiative, and you state, and it's a Jane Foster, Dr. Alex Silver, and Darcy Grace. I was one of the first humans of Jane and Starlight to meet for, and went about Asgard. Right? Yeah, I don't really care about you. Yeah, I must say that's Jane. It's been a while since we've seen you. Yeah, it's been a while since you. Yeah, you mean yeah? It's been a while. The last time I was during the Ultron incident when you were out Ultron. Again after that fourth. Yeah, well after fourth. Yeah, well. Hey. Hey, Jane. Jennifer, it's good to see. Hey, girl, good to see you. Dr. Selvig, good. Dr. Selvig, it's been a while, old friend. Yes, Dr. Samson, it's been good to see you. Pym, Selvig. What's with you two? Nothing. Like the rest of you, Selvig's not really keen on my new look and my new attitude. I think well, we all miss the old Hank. Well, guess what? That old Hank said, I'm the new Hank, and I gotta deal with it. Now, how you doing, girl? I heard that you and Ford broke up. How you been coping? Well, it has been easy some days, but I want to get over it. I'm pretty sure Ford's gone over it too. I'm sure he's found himself a nice one to go close up with. Jane. Ford, dude. I have missed you so much, Jane. Ford, easy. Oh, sorry. It's really happy to see you. It's been too long. Yeah, it's good to see you too. But I also see you too. Four old friends. Selvik, Darcy. It's been ages since I feel like it's been ages since we've seen each other. Hey, muscles. How's space? How's space? Space been good. It feels good to see all of you again, my friends. Yes, you too. So how you been? I've been good. I've been good. You know, keeping busy. Yeah. Yes. I just want to say first. Sorry for happening to your home. It must be. Yes. Allowing it to happen in order to save what's left of my people was tough. A choice to make. But and what happened to your father? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. So am I. So am I. So what are you up to? Oh, just keeping busy with my science stuff. Continuing to prove my cause and finding me wrong about certain theories about as God to quantum physics about space travel. All that stuff. I expect nothing less from you, Jane. And you have to say, actually, I decided to retire from the scientific community and focus more on teaching the future, on doing science, and more focus on teaching the future scientists the future. So basically, take up a teaching position at a fancy university in Europe to help teach all the fascinations of space travel. To see if I can inspire new students to make scientists like me and Jane Stellar did back in the day. Well, if anyone can do it, so can you. And you, Darcy. I'm sure you have been very busy in your scientific career. I've been dating a model. So, I see. If it isn't for his mortal friends, the one that made him into the man he is today. Loki. I heard you are by the years, yes. But don't worry, Dr. Stoic. I know I'm gonna the villain that you knew before. And I also hope there's no hard feelings between us. Feelings after what happened. After no hard feelings. For you used a fantasy, a micro brainwashed and got me forced me to help you unleash to create a portal that unleashed an alien invasion upon New York City. Well, if you wish to dwell on the past, I suppose and Jane's and Jane's fault. It's been too such that Jane's still the fighter. I see. I've missed. I still that you still full of punch. Tell me again why you think it's good to let Loki on loose in this new Asgard of yours instead of locked up in prison. Listen, Jane. So I know it must be hard for you to see Loki a free man after his past dealings against us. But I promise you, Loki's only the man he used to be, and I want you to keeping a close man so he doesn't fall back into his old ways. I mean, he has me trust. Just keep him away from me for. I don't want to mess with my head any more than he already has. I assure you. Yeah, so you must be Forrest's old friends. I am Valkyrie. Last of Valkyrie. Yes, I'll just. You must be Jane. Nice to meet you. Forrest told me a lot about you. I'm sure he has. Only good stuff. Always good stuff, of course. Of course. So tell me, what for like in the sack? Wait, Jay, I'm sorry, Jay doesn't talk about that. Yeah, well, look, there's Shield. Hop, 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 hop. Yes. Thank you for assisting and getting us over here, Co-Director Hill. Of course, she is always happy to help escorting very important staff members of Congress during these difficult times, especially when the world's still trying to pick itself up after the Skrull invasion. So tell me, how is Skrull Hunt going? It's been going fine. I don't spend much time. The Skrull Hunt is mostly being taken care of by Director Betty Brandt and Henry Garg and Nick Fury. I sometimes help coordinate from time to time, but mostly focus on trying to rebuild Shield after after the scroll destroyed many of our bases. Of course, that's understandable. Yeah. So, so she is now escorting dignitaries out, and also brought a not so good Norman Osborn. Avengers. It's how nice to meet you all during more hospitable circumstances. I see that Captain America and his team have yet to rejoin the true Avengers. We all, well, despite certain, well, although we are fighting the Iron Menace Registration Act, we all believe that it's best that Cap and the others stay away for a while. This is hopefully as well as until the Skrull has been completely neutralized. Indeed, because we know that all the Skrulls that we already captured have escaped, as well as other people from Prison 42. I'm curious to see how the Avengers are taking care of it. We already reestablished we already recreated a new version of the raft in the Arctic, so and already in the process of hunting down and Avengers are already in the process of hunting down the criminals that escaped during the breakout. But I assure you, everything is under. Everything will be fine. Of course, and for Loki, it's good. Thank you for making me feel. Of course, the straw is born. Although we feel like it's probably for the best that you do not be Gina. Of course, you all still feel like you can trust me. After what Spider told me about you during our last confrontation before during my unfortunate demise. But alas, if you're willing to let Loki run, perhaps you're willing to give me a second chance as well. I'll be more willing to give you if you give up wearing a bonus Iron Man armor you made for yourself. I think not. I've grown really attached to Iron Patriot. Besides, a man of my sort needs to protect himself during the. Well, I'm surprised that you didn't bring him on with you. Sure, often. Well, considering this is a peace talk, I feel it's necessary to bring my I'll be fighting the criminals to you and your team. I hope that I can one day gain your trust as well as well. So this is New Asgard. Fascinating. I must say, although I never saw, well, we are already doing the best trying to rebuild their home after what happened. Indeed. Hope, are you okay? I'm fine. So I know it's business, huh? Yeah, I don't know what they mean. Look, maybe if it's part of it, perhaps Hank, perhaps I should escort you. No, because you need. I'll be fine, really. Are you sure, Hope? I assure you. All right then. Right then. It's Scott, good to see you. Hey, Dr. Richards, I'm glad to see that you and things that you've been passed up with you and Sue, indeed. How are things going with your new pros, I hope? They're going very well, actually. She's really improving. Good to see. Let's see. Well, I'll see that Norman Osborn trying to make a present here with President Kelly and the other dignitaries. Indeed. I still can't believe that they're allowing Osborn to become the new Secretary of Defense. But what Spider-Man tells you about him, I think he's better off in prison. Well, according to the public eye, they believe that the Osborn new PR staff, they all say that Osborn's a changed man and that he's using his second chance in life to do some good. And from what I can tell, he's ever since he just recently took up office as the Secretary of Defense, and as Speaker of the UN, he's already made great strides to make the world a better place. And saying true to his word, his contributions have already accelerated the rebuild of 100 different shield and military and MARD installations, as well as helping provide food resources and supplies to needy countries like Serbia and a certain part of Africa where Africa, as well as even if managed to stop the war in Iraq and Serbia, for you tell. I mean the decades long conflict in that country. So US people don't need to be stationed there anymore. Really, it is interesting. Indeed. Indeed, this truly is honor. It's a host and allowed us to come. And if it's considered that Asgard's element, she needs to be asked to high ranking son. She needs to examine each one of these musty, fine, hunking Asgardians to see their. Well, I think it's only because even from what you tell, Asgardians do have a immunity. You can handle. I know. Remember, sometimes you already have one. That's me, of course, but I wouldn't get that at all. Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah, we'll keep it. Yeah, we'll keep it parents, guys. We have a job to do here. We also make sure that help make sure that this little peace talk goes smoothly. Indeed. Are you okay, Mac? It's just I'm still. I'm really missing Yo-Yo. You know, guys. I love how everything that happened after the score made that things will start returning like they used to be, with Yo-Yo and Elena, Dante, Ava, Ava and Daisy all returning. Daisy and Mike all returning to Shield, being a team we used to, before that Civil War mess that broke out. Well, despite that, there's still a lot to get done, Mac. Yeah, that's like we'll be patient. I'm sure things will see. I really miss Selena. We still have a lot of unfinished business to take care of. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You do. Dude, I'm glad that you're here with us, helping, assisting, and keep making sure that these talks go smoothly. I don't want things that difficult with you, between Daisy after what happened. Yeah, it always fine. Besides, it won't last long. Daisy will be back soon. I hope you're right. Do we believe that? That Daisy will come back with Shield? Well, she is still stuck around with Fury and his we for a single Warriors team, so has to mean something. Yeah, only. Well, do you think she'll come back to Shield? I want Daisy to come back, and I think that she should. Not see what happens if we can break her, but we shouldn't give her either. Either, I know, but I just that's just something. We all. She knows. I just hope that we all miss Selena this much. We still have a job to do as Shield agents, and maybe Daisy. That's why we have this. The fact that Daisy no longer a place for her. I don't believe that. Daisy has always been a good agent to this organization, and that she, well, that's true that she would be here with us instead of help assisting with the Warriors hunt down Skrulls in the shadows. Yeah, that's, I suppose. So, hello, I see that I'm over here in Norway, in New Asgard, where hundreds of dignitaries, United Nations dignitaries, as well as the President of the United States and the new Secretary of State, of State, Norman Osborn, who was once presumed dead, by officers of New York City after an alter ego of a Green Goblin fought Spider-Man in a duel to the death. So what you have to say say to the allegation that also that a lot of you think that you haven't changed at all, but you are still just only as a way as a plot to get revenge on Spider-Man for what he did to you. Well, Christine. Christine. If I'm being honest with you, is that I'm full aware that there's still a lot of people out there that still don't trust me, especially those who live in New York City and were present during my little sabbatical as the Green Goblin. And I know that And no matter what I do, no matter what I'm gonna do it recently, or not completely change what I did in the past. I just hope that one day the people in New York will forgive me for my past crimes. And what about trying to think that he'll finally, well, consider that we both cared for my son Harry deeply. Perhaps I believe that we owe ourselves to honor Harry's memories, to find a way to make peace forever, at least with one another. At some point, and I will continue to help make this world a better place than it was before. Well, what I can tell you, you already done a lot of good work for the city already. What I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. I'm just doing my now. Obviously, I have a meeting to attend, of course. Of course. That's alright. Be on the lookout. You're here. Once we're here to enjoy the party, I make sure. So who knows? Anyone could be ready for anything. Don't worry about you guys. I'm always ready for anything that needs to come our way. We hope so, Johnny. What the what's this? What's wrong? What's wrong with it? You said something? I'm sensing an odd movement on Sector 4 of New Asgard. We better check it out. Huh. That's odd. I thought there's a disturbance in here. Are you sure you're detecting story after all? It's not even such a movie. Well, I have been trying to spend some more time with Wanda these days. I do as a member of NIST and my duty as a good boyfriend to Wanda. Well, yeah, we're gonna find balance, man. I would say if you're not careful, it could affect you. You need look out! Yeah, error. Opposition attacks are not being by my facing ability. Talbot Coulson. So you think about Osborn thinking that he's a changed man? Hard to say, really. I don't know Osborn as well as Spider-Man does, so I don't know if I'm gonna have make a fair statement on that. What about you? Well, I think all ex-corporation CEOs who went to be a owner of a corporation that now running as Congress have their own personal agendas. From what I can tell, people who used to run companies who go into politics are only out for themselves, not for good people. I don't know before bias good. What I'll be there and I assure you. Well, I'll be there. Well, let's see about that. Of Asgard. From what you have informed us that you are now taking on each stand of rebuilding Asgard and running it. That is correct. Even with your brother Loki, who has tried to kill you many times. Yes, and we still have our own time, but we weren't move past that as good to as interesting to hear. So do we believe that you two? And how will you? We were not all we ask for is to allow us to rebuild our home on Earth, and we ask if people. Yes, well, if you want to build your own nation here in Norway, you have to follow several. You have to be willing to make certain, as well as sign for certain paper documents and license in the country. And really, I know I did that some exist. Is it well, New England and Eastern until now, since we had to break these two laws over 5 times. How, Joel, you always think that you always do at certain things in order for things to be legalized. You have to put on a piece of paper how to roll. Back in these times, when people want a donation, they just allowed to happen without any technical detail. You know, so it used to be so simple about what happened to you. Easy, brother. We are willing to provide any without any interference. And of course, if you, it will give us government a better chance and more to help you in reconstruction. All right. Now tell me, Oliver, I'm surprised for a man who used to run a company, who just restarted as Secretary of Defense. I'm just trying to be useful, that's all. I'm sure you can, that's all. You, Loki, as if you're still, of course. Of course, I am. I know, man. All I was just to help rebuild. Rebuild. How's it looking there, Cal? So far, nothing. A few, nothing serious, I don't think. Yeah, it's just dead. Come on, no one's dead. You think anyone on Earth is dumb enough to attack a nation full of Asgardian warriors? Come on, we should be out down there joining the party. Not, we will join after. But we got to take our makes to do our job as well. We are one of the initiatives still in our to help during these crucial times. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but still, that's still nothing, Johnny. Nothing, Johnny. We still have a job to do. Nothing. This world according to anyone seen the roads or vision? No, actually, I'm starting to get concerned. I was down there in Sector 4, but they left their post and haven't returned since. Something isn't right. I'm gonna go head down and check it out. Alright. Oh dear. Rhodes. Vision, are you two okay? We're fine. We just got jumped. By who? It was an alien. An alien warrior, my dear Romanoff. But nothing I've ever seen with his skills. I've really, you see what his attack can even scratch even when facing form. Really? For most there's a lot of villains that can do that. Attack you even on your face. They must be good. Indeed. Tony versus Widow. We got a situation here. Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Stark. Do you mind? Yes, I'm trying to speak to the king here. What is it, Tony? We got a problem. Look, I got a couple. Looks like we might have a guest here. I guess. I see. What happened? It's such a here. That's our Tesseract. Tesseract. Truly is amazing. I never thought I would see this old row again. Considering last time it was in your possession, you used to try to invade it. Yes, before he was under Loki's control. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Darcy, for reminding me of that. Yes, it is seen after all this time. You know, although I was influenced by all things I did under I love what do you mean? Studying this more and more. When Gio first put it, we believed that it could be a source of unlimited energy to help power the world. Power the power. Well, it was more of it was a approach of a world. It was who knows? Yeah. Shit, what the? You hear that? What's going on? That's what I hear. Oh, wait, why do you always get in these situations Who's like that? What's he means business? What's he mean? If we have to test that, we gotta do something. Dear Dr. Foster, yes, we take it, we run, dude. Let's go, dude. What test rack? Where is it? It was supposed to be right here. It may not be here, but I saw that this presence is close. Real close. Dude. Villain, dude. Stop in the name of you. Son of Odin. The son of... I see beside that you, like the rest of the survived the destruction of your home. Home, as I knew it would eventually. Now it's only a matter of time for my true master to that master returns. Now I ask for my true master returns to give me the power to finish to start experience of all gods of Asgard. I assure you, demon, that will not be as easy as was supposed to be the god of mischief. Haha, dude, Loki, no, don't express about Mjolnir, aren't you? I still can control by lightning. How about these? We have a switch here. I asked all we return to our ships. Alright. So we will take you back to Avengers, to the Server 1, so you may try to. Alright, come. So are you coming fast? I think not. I will not. I think I'll remain here for a while and make sure everything I hide. I will not. It's yeah. But what we tell. What this guy means business. Barely the enhanced people do it. Alright, well, give us and help protect the dignitaries. Otherwise, it's under defense. Come on. Let's go, dude. Oh, this. Attacking full of heroes. Not a good idea, pal. You are a mighty warrior. You are no match for all of Earth's mightiest heroes fighting as well as go against Asgard's finest warriors. You may be surprised of the power I possess as Guardian. As Guardian makes me powerful enough to handle all of you. Allow me to demonstrate my power. Oh my gosh. I don't need a weapon to control my lightning. I'm about to be. Who's the little guy now? Listen, you two so perhaps we can reason this logically. I am a warrior, not a rational thinker. Whoa, dude. Homer, yeah, I'm sorry, sir, but he's moving so fast that even my it's hard to understand its movements. Oh, that's not good. Oh my God! Warning, armor very damaged. Very damaged. Need time to repair. Think you'll give us that time, Homer? Wow. I have to find her. After him, you must find out. He escaped. Man, that guy is a superhero wearing, isn't he? Indeed, Johnny. Who is this guy? Org. Who is Org? Org apparently to be a master god killer. He claims that he killed other god races before. The gods that reside in the Greek mythology, gods of Japan, and as well as even gods that even a few gods that the Skrulls worship. Apparently. But the only god race that still remains is Asgard, and he wishes to destroy us out next. He clearly serves a great dark deity that wishes to. He prophesies that the fall of Asgard will soon lead to his return. And you really I want to believe it this way. All I know is that dark times are coming for all of us. Indeed. 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 Tell me something, Jenny. Why is it that every time we hang out with foreigners friends, we always get stuck in these crazy situations? It's lucky, I guess. And well, honestly, I prefer days where you don't have to deal with every sort of stupid shit that it comes. I'm with Dallas in this one, Jane. Ooh, this is crazy. Well, don't worry, every show's here. It's they been told over here to stop whoever this creature is, and I don't bet luck on it. Psha! Greetings, mortals. I am Org, the God Killer, and I am come with great tidings to the end of the gods of Asgard. Why you want the Tesseract? What do you want with it? What do you want? That's not none of your turns, mortal. Now give me. I know it's here. I can send us presents. Presents. Stand down, you shoot. The last of okay, not Jerry. I assume we have unfinished. Me and your ass, you and your ass, rest of your ass, my friends, so unfinished business. Yes, we do. Shoot. I have to move now. I'm not having anything. Tesseract mine. Stand down, you. No, how do you? What do you? That's right. Cover time. It's over, Cole. You surrender. Never. This isn't over. Gee. This is. Where's he's gone? Man, I got you know how to make a entrance. Even all of us, we couldn't even take this guy down. That's Quark, who is one of the most mightiest of villains that we faced yet. Well, if he ever does trouble, we gotta make sure to fight twice hard to make sure we take him down. Indeed. Well, we have him in Tesseract, yes, but not before allowing him to release a massive bolt of energy into space. Thanks to your help, brother. But I was trying to stop him. I didn't mean the nuke the Tesseract to release mass of energy. Energy. I always hope that releasing that won't lead to any problems. Yes, here's hoping. That's fantastic. Yeah, but when are we that lucky? Indeed. Jane, are you alright, my dear? I'm fine. For really? I'm fine. For really? You should know by now I can take care of myself. Of course, Jane. I'm sorry, I know I take care of you. That's why I love you. You have the strength of any warrior. But that's me. I don't worry about your safety. I know for. I know, but look, I want you to understand why we had to break up before. Our lives have become too complicated, and perhaps us pay it for the best. What do you mean, Jane? I'll be honest. Now that as we're now being returned to Earth, I was hoping that perhaps we could find a way to rekindle our lost love. I like that too, Floor, but I don't know if we should. You said besides, every time we try to make things work between us, our jobs keep getting away. Back when we were together, when you first started your career as an Avenger, we barely had any time to spend together, just you and me. Most of the times our personal jobs always gotten away, and it leads to more problems and fights when actually spending together. You make a point, Jane. Perhaps it is for the best for just to remain friends. But I think seeing as friends will be right for all of that, both of us. All right then. If that's what you think is for the best, then I'll respect your decision. At least I also have you in my life as a friend, if not as a girlfriend, as more than that. I can make peace with that. Me too. How sweet. How I enjoy seeing you for 2 weeks. I never understood. Back off, Loki. We're trying to move it. Psah! You know, he's really stop punching Loki, too. I know, but it makes it so hard. Still, dude, what's wrong, Dr. Richards? I'm concerned. I'm concerned, Scott. I sort of thought nothing. When it comes to dealing with a relic of immense power, to Tesseract, nothing ever comes good when any form at least any form of energy. I fear that when Loki released that burst of cosmic energy into space when he attempted to take down Korg, we were promised all we only hope that Tesseract energy doesn't cause any problems in the future. Indeed. Indeed. A portal that leads out of our resort into the space has opened. Now we can begin the invasion. No. Aha! Dude.